You know, the Bible says that God is whom you should be afraid of, not Satan. The Bible says, don't be afraid of the devil who can destroy your body. Be afraid of God who can destroy your body and your soul in hell. Because God is the only one with the authority, the power, the keys to hell. Listen to me very carefully. God is the only one that can throw anybody in hell. So if you think that because God is so good that he won't throw you in hell, honey, you got one thing coming. God is so good that he created hell for it to be the end of all wickedness. So God is not wicked for creating hell, because God is not sending holy people to hell. God is not sending the righteous to hell. God is not sending the pure to hell. He is sending the wicked to hell. God is so just, so good, that he designed the ultimate torture for the devil, who is the father of all lies and all sin. So God is not wicked for throwing anything in hell, because whatever he throws in hell, it is something that belongs in hell. Now listen very carefully. Think of heaven as the greatest vacation destination. But God already ordained for Jesus Christ to be both the pilot and the plane to salvation. There are no other planes to salvation. The Father chose his Son to be the only way to salvation. So if you don't get on the Jesus plane today, right? You cannot blame God if you end up in hell. He already showed you, hey, this is the plane to salvation, my son. Any other plane you hop on will not take you to heaven. It'll take you to hell. Let's say that you make a trip with your family to Cancun. But at the end, you hop on the wrong plane and you end up in, I don't know, France. You can't get mad that you ended up in France and not in Cancun, because you are the one that hopped on the wrong plane. You chose the right destination, but you chose the wrong transportation. You can desire to go to heaven all you want, my new friend. But if you don't get on the right plane, you will not get to heaven. You can desire to go to heaven, but if you don't get on the Jesus plane, you won't make it to heaven. You can choose the right destination, but if you don't hop on the proper plane, you won't make it. A lot of you want to go to heaven, and that is good. That is great. But you are not choosing the Jesus plane. And God already established that the only way to salvation is his Son. The Father already determined that Jesus is to be the way to salvation, the only way. There are no multiple ways to salvation. Not all ways will lead you to God. Only one leads to God, and that is Jesus Christ. If you don't choose the Christ plane, you won't make it to heaven.